You go to the bathroom, finish your business, look down into the bowl, and there it is. That classic bright yellow liquid. Sometimes it looks pale, like a watered-down lemonade. Other times it's a dark, cloudy orange, closer to apple juice. But no matter what you drank that day, it almost always defaults to some shade of yellow. For most of human history, people had no idea why. Before modern lab tests existed, ancient doctors practiced something called uroscopy. They would diagnose their patients' illnesses strictly by inspecting the exact shade, cloudiness, and smell of their pee. And if a visual inspection didn't provide enough information, some physicians would actually take a sip of the liquid to see if it tasted sweet. Thankfully, uroscopy is a dead medical practice. We don't need to drink urine to understand it anymore, because modern biology has mapped exactly what chemical creates that specific yellow pigment. That view into the toilet bowl is the visual evidence of your internal recycling plant finishing its latest production cycle. To understand where that yellow color comes from, we have to look inside your own bloodstream, where billions of red blood cells are constantly circulating to deliver oxygen. These cells have a very strict expiration date. Every single second, millions of your old red blood cells reach the end of their lifespan, shrinking and breaking apart into microscopic fragments. This animated diagram shows what happens next. As the dead cell fragments dissolve, your body breaks them down, revealing a distinct yellow-orange chemical byproduct called bilirubin. Bilirubin is essentially cellular trash. It is immediately swept out of your general bloodstream and routed directly to your liver. Your liver functions as a heavy-duty chemical processing plant. It takes this toxic cellular waste and metabolizes it so it can be safely moved out of your body without poisoning you. Once the bilirubin is processed, the liver pushes it out of the organ and flushes it straight down into your digestive tract. That means the foundational building block of your pee is literally the recycled corpses of your own blood cells. The processed waste flows from your liver down into the intestines, where it meets a massive population of microscopic organisms, your gut biome. This biological flowchart shows the transition point. The bacteria in your gut consume that bilirubin waste and chemically alter it into a brand new, bright yellow compound called urobilin. A large portion of this waste continues down the line and is excreted as solids, but a specific percentage of that yellow urobilin seeps right through the intestinal walls and gets reabsorbed back into your bloodstream. This tinted blood is pumped directly toward your kidneys. Inside, the blood is filtered. The organ separates and collects the yellow urobilin, mixes it with excess water, and drops it down a tube to wait in your bladder. Your kidneys are acting as a biological filter, quietly extracting that liquid gold from your blood until you finally find a bathroom. Which brings us back out to the real world, looking down at the toilet bowl. The exact shade of yellow you see is strictly dictated by a simple math equation, the ratio of water to urobilin. When you sleep, you go hours without drinking anything, drying your body out. That means your first pee of the morning is in desert mode, a highly concentrated dose of urobilin without much water to dilute it, resulting in a dark yellow or deep orange color. This sliding concentration scale illustrates the opposite state. When you are fully hydrated, that massive volume of water spreads the fixed amount of yellow urobilin molecules far apart, turning the Franel mixture pale or almost totally clear. Your age also sets your color baseline. Babies have virtually clear pee, simply because their tiny bodies aren't breaking down and replacing red blood cells at the same high volume that adults do. There are a few dietary anomalies that bypass the urobilin system completely. If you eat a large serving of beets, the distinct pigments in the vegetable will pass through your kidneys intact, turning your pee a shade of pink or red. Or if you take heavy vitamin V supplements, your body will rapidly flush out whatever it can't absorb, producing a highly unnatural, glowing neon yellow. Speaking of biological byproducts, next week we are explaining exactly why humans produce earwax. Hit subscribe to Useless Shit Explained and tap the bell so you don't miss it. Until then, the next time you go to the bathroom, pay attention to the color. You're looking at a real-time diagnostic dashboard for your body's hydration levels and cellular waste management.